Hi, Slim Twiggy. What are you doing today? I'm trying to stay cool. It's already almost 100 degrees at noon here in Texas. They've issued fire warnings and excessive heat warnings already for people to stay inside and no fires. So I figured since I couldn't do anything outside this morning, I'd just come in here and go live all of a sudden and see who showed up. I watched your she shed building. It's kind of neat. I've got to get busy on my greenhouse as soon as it cools off a little bit. It's way too hot out there to do anything. Yeah, it's really hot. And I looked at the forecast. It's going to be anywhere from 104 to 107 for 2 weeks with no rain in sight. Hi, Trisha Whistler. How are you today? I was telling Slim Twiggy I was just trying to stay cool. It's too hot outside already. It's right at 100 degrees and it's just noon. I hate it. I'm sorry. I went outside again and I did not have my mask on, which is shame on me because I know better. And it makes me cough even though I'm in the house because I was breathing all that stuff outside. I will learn one day. I mean, it's so dry and hot. Everything is dusty. So anytime you're outside or you open your door, you're letting that dust in. And if you're outside, you're just automatically breathing everything that's in the air. Oh, I just got through with lunch. I ate a piece of fried chicken. I skipped breakfast this morning. I had a cup of coffee and just ate me a piece of chicken a while ago for lunch. It's got to cool off. I tell you, I don't know what we're going to do if it doesn't. I mean, the greenhouse, the tarp on the top and the plastic has been getting so hot on that metal, on the metal frame, it's just disintegrating. I mean, it's got holes in the top of it. And I'm going to wait till it cools off a little. I get cooler weather. And then I'm going to order some greenhouse plastic and see if I can recover it and maybe build a front onto the front of it and put an actual door in it instead of just the zipper thing up and down. Better than last night. I just about passed out at work. Oh my goodness. Was it from heat or what, Trisha? I have to wait till the chat comes up. It fades out every once in a while, so I don't know what's on there. See if I can bring it up on my phone. Also see how the reception is. Well, somebody came in and then they left. We had 3. We're back down to 2. I didn't send out any notifications other than what go out when I go live. So, like I said, I just did it at the spur of the moment. Well, I got 3 back in again. So we'll see. I can't either, Slim Twiggy. With this extremely hot summer, I mean, I'm expecting our winter to be ferocious. I mean, it's probably going to be extremely cold. Or we'll have another week-long snowstorm like we did last year or year before last. Yeah, I have 3 now. It's terrible. I mean, I made it through the week-long snowstorm better than I do this heat. I mean, at least all the cracks on the windows were frozen shut, so no heat escaped. It all stayed in the house. Keeps your house a lot warmer. And even though the electricity went out, and it would go out for an hour, it'd come back on for an hour, it'd go back off for an hour. It continuously did that for like days, seems like. But it came on enough that it kept your house comfortable, you know, as far as heat. And it kept your refrigerator going, so nothing in your refrigerator spoiled or your freezer didn't thaw out or anything like that. But they had to, because there was so many people using power for heating and everything at that point. They had to basically ration the electricity that was going out through the power lines. I mean, it was unreal. Hi, Mary. How are you doing today? I was hoping that, was it April, I think? Let me get my book over here. Yeah, April Flowers won that ring, but she's never sent me her address. So I can't mail it out without an address. And every time I get a chance, I remind her to go ahead and send it to me. But if she doesn't send it, I mean, I'll just do another giveaway with it. I mean, evidently she doesn't want it, or she just does not want to give out her address. I have no idea. Oh, we're up to, what, 8? 8 people. Got Slim Twiggy, Trisha, yeah, I posted a video this morning that I did yesterday. I didn't get it uploaded till pretty late last night. And then finally, by the time it went through monetization checks and everything else, it was this morning before I ever got it posted. It was still going through its thing last night when I went to bed, and it was like 12:30 or so. So I said, well, I'll just leave it. I'll post it this morning. So that's what I did. We got silent watchers. I've got 9 in chat, but I only see 2 people's names show up. Trisha, why did you pass out or almost pass out? Oh, Living Life Loving, hello, glad to have you. But you said you almost passed out at work, Trisha. What was wrong? Was it heat, or what was the problem? Tracy, hello, how are you? Holiday, good morning. How are you? You know, I've been watching other videos, and I was wondering, and I may should wait till a lot more people get in chat, but I was thinking about doing my own video on my subscribers. Maybe ones that are doing a garden or even growing anything in a pot, a plant, a flower, whatever. And I was wondering if you might be interested in sending me pictures of that. And I could do a video slide show of the pictures of all my subscribers that want to participate, of whatever they've planted. And like I said, it can be a vegetable garden. It can be a flower in a pot. It doesn't matter. Anything that you're growing at home. Anything that you want to show people. I thought that might be something neat to do. I mean, I know some of them have done it on pets, different things. And I just thought it might be interesting to do one on everyone's garden and see how everybody's garden is doing right now. I know I've got some subscribers that replanted, like I told them. And they're able to water theirs every day, and they say their plants are doing wonderful. where I can't water mine every day, so mine are really suffering. I mean, my garden would grow like crazy. It would produce like crazy if I just had the water available to keep it watered every day. Because in this heat, it evaporates so fast. You need to throw a little bit of water on your plants every day to keep them going. I mean, usually even if people don't have a garden, they grow something. They have a rose bush, a potted plant, or something that they grow. So, yeah. Slim Twiggy says she's got plants. Well, anything that you got that's growing, take a picture of it. You can be in the picture with it. It doesn't matter. And we'll make a slideshow video of it, and I'll post it. I think that might be kind of neat. Well, honey, living life loving, I don't know where you live, but if you live in Texas, you don't even try to keep your grass watered. Your grass is already probably burnt to a crisp like mine is, and people out here don't water grass. The only way they water grass is if they live, sorry, if they live down on the lake and they're able to pump, and if they're able, I can't talk for coughing. That's just because I went outside this morning with no mask. But yeah, if they live on the lake, and usually if they're in a shaded spot, they'll run and keep water on their grass, and their grass is fairly well green. Not like normal, but it is mostly green. But everybody like me that has water restrictions, you're not even allowed to water your grass. I mean, they can come tap your water line and you'll be without water for 10 straight days. And if they decide to turn it back on, they will. And if not, you'll be out of water. So that's our restrictions. They're not necessarily going to fine you, but they can tap your water lines, cut your water off for 7 days. And then if they think you're abusing the water too much, they don't even have to turn your water back on. So that would put you in a desperate situation with no water at all coming to your house. I know Texans are getting baked, especially where I'm at. Yeah. A friend of mine said, well, they can't fine you for using your water. I said, well, they don't exactly say they're going to fine you in the restriction letter, but they tell you that excessive abuse of the water, they can come turn your water meter off. So you don't have a drop of water coming into your house. And they can do that for 7 days. And then if they think you're very abusive of the water, they don't even have to turn your water back on. They can turn it back on whenever they feel fit. So, people don't want to run the risk of not having any water at all for their house. Because that means you have no water for cooking, washing dishes, showering, nothing. They even have us restricted where you cannot wash a car in your driveway. But you know what I did the other night? I did wash my car, but I filled like a 3-gallon bucket full of soapy water. I washed the dust off my car with it, and then I watered my plants with it. Well, there was left. And there was almost all of it left because the way I wash my car, I use very little water. So I figured that was okay. I mean, I was going to run a bucket of water and put it out on a plant anyway. So at least I got the dust off my car for one time this summer. Farm wife, hello, how are you doing? Got 12 in here with 14, which is surprising. I like that. Yeah, if any of you, if she doesn't show up in chat this morning, if any of you have a way to contact April Flowers, let her know. She still has not sent me her mailing address, and I can't send her that ring until she sends me the address. That is extreme loving life living, or living life loving. I know it seems like almost illegal to turn your water off, but you know what? I'm in the top 20% of using 66 gallons or less per month. Everybody else in the higher percentages use 3, 4, 5, and 6 times as much water as I do every month. So even if I get out there and wash my car with a bucket of water, I don't see how they would, say anything to me that I was being abusive with water when I already use less than most other people do anyway. So, yeah, Trisha, I would think that would be illegal for them, the company, to actually turn your water off because of excessive water use. But I could imagine you would have to be extremely excessive in abusing your water for them to come out and turn it off. I mean, almost to the point where you just turn a water hose on and leave it running 24/7 for them to come out and turn your water off, especially in this heat. Because, some people don't have AC, and I don't see for the life of me how they stay inside their house. I know a brick home or a block house stays a little bit cooler than these mobile homes. I mean, you cannot stay inside this mobile home during the day with no AC running, because if it's 100 degrees outside, it's going to be about 130 in here. I mean, I went through one whole summer in this house with no AC because my window unit went out, and at the time I didn't have the money to replace it, and I didn't have insurance to replace it. So what I did, I finally got to the point where I was eligible to cash in one of my 401k plans. When I worked with Walmart, I had Walmart stock. So I cashed enough of that in from working with them and put in my AC, my central air and heat unit, which has been a lifesaver. I mean, the electric bill gets extreme sometimes, but at least I'm not passing out from heat inside my house. Yeah, I'll keep telling about it. If any of you have anything growing, like a garden, a potted plant, a rose bush, a tree, anything you've planted that you would want to put in a gardening type video, get the email or the picture to me by email, hauserlinda49@gmail.com, or send it to me through Messenger on Facebook. I know it could be life-threatening, really, to be without AC in Texas. I mean, there's people dying that I've heard of in their house from heat stroke, especially elderly people. And it's not fun for younger people either. They can die from excessive heat just like an old person can. So, yeah, can you imagine what it would be in my house if it was 100? Like last summer, it got up to 113, 114 degrees outside. It would have been 135, 140 degrees in my house with no AC running. No heat, no AC in Texas heat. It's miserable. I showered and dressed in the gym locker room at my job. I know living life loving, it can be terrible. So you could imagine if you were without AC, no heat, and all of a sudden the water company taps your water line and you have no water because they think you're being excessive with water use. I mean, that would be unheard of. I know, Trisha Whistler. I'd be sitting out under a shade tree with a spray bottle or the water hose wetting myself down. And in fact, that's what I used to do working in the garden in the excessive heat. The way I would keep myself cool is I'd get hot, I'd take the water hose and just turn it up over my head. It would wet my body. all my clothes. And once your clothes get wet like that, it actually keeps you cool. You can work in the hot weather when your clothes are wet like that because it literally keeps you cool. But I choose not to do that right now. It's just, I don't want to get out there and it's 105 outside to do anything in the yard. So you can imagine what it's like on our plants outside. I mean, if you don't have them in the shade, that sun beating down on your plants in your garden is just totally brutal all day. If they survive, they're doing good. I mean, they're tough. Yep, it's terrible, farm wife. Yeah, I was hoping April Flowers would pop in the chat this morning by chance. That's the truth. Trailer get hot. Yeah. These mobile homes, especially the older ones, they're not as insulated as much as the newer mobiles are. So they can get extremely hot inside. It helped since I re-roofed it. I put on a second roof. And they told me when they put that roof on that would cut down about 40% on my electric bill and my heating in the wintertime. Just from having that second roof on with that air gap in between, it would keep my electric bill down and my furnace bill down. So, and it has, I've noticed a difference in it. But it still gets hot. I mean, it would still be too hot for me to stay in this house with no AC. I'd definitely be sitting outside with a spray bottle of water or something. Holiday says she's listening and putting groceries away. Well, I just got through washing the second load of laundry. I haven't even got it out of the washing machine yet, but... Yeah. Yep, your clothes. And the Mexicans know that work outside a lot here in Texas. They wear long sleeves. They'll wear their long jeans, all that stuff, because they know once they get out there and start sweating and their clothes get wet, the wet clothes actually cools them off. And they always wear a hat. They never are, totally exposed to that sun if they're out in it working all day. Well, hey, Gladys. Glad you could pop in. And Derek, hello. Tracy B. Now, I was telling everybody, Gladys, that if you have pictures of a plant that you grow, rose bush, vegetable garden, anything like that, if you want to be included in a video that I'm going to put together, send me a picture of it. I mean, and you can be in the picture with your plant. I don't care. It's up to you. But I thought it would be neat since, my channel is all about growing stuff or cooking even. Send me a picture of it. Send me a picture of plants that you're growing. And maybe later I'll do one of everybody cooking something. But right now I thought I wanted to get together one of growing plants, even a potted plant, it doesn't matter. Marilyn, good morning. Hello. Oh my God, 79 degrees. That would seem so good to me right now. It's already 100 and it's just noon here. It's going to be up to 105 today. Just trying to stay cool, Derek. Other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, my email is in all of my, the description in all of my videos. And I'll have it in this one if it's not already posted after the live ends. I'll check and make sure that it's in there. But it's in all the other ones that I have. If you'll check any of the videos and just look in the description, you should see my email address there. Happy to see you too, Gladys. Yeah, I figured, well, it's early Saturday, so maybe, you know, people that aren't doing shopping today maybe are at home and have the time to jump on, want to take a break from laundry and cleaning house. Because I've noticed a lot of people will do their grocery shopping and stuff on Friday because they don't want to get into all the crowd on Saturday, you know, from all the people that are working and everything. They're off on Saturday, so everybody hits the stores to get their shopping done. Well, good, Tracy. You're going to cook chicken and rice for supper? That sounds real good. Thank you, Gladys. I don't feel beautiful. I just wish my eyes would stop swelling up so bad. I know it's allergies. I wake up every morning, my eyes are so irritated. I have to get up, and the first thing I do is put my antibiotic eye drops in my eyes to kind of clear my eyes out so they'll quit burning so I can at least see what I'm doing. Marilyn, good morning. Well, that's okay, Marilyn. You'll have plenty of time. It's not something that'll be done right away. I'll give everybody time to get emails or messenger to send a message with their picture in it. And I'll gather up all the pictures and put a video together of them. Hi, Lily D. How are you today? 26. Wow. 27. Maybe Saturday morning is a good time to have a surprise chat. What part of the country does Lily D live in, I wonder? Well, thank you, Derek. Oh, Vicky Downs says, remind of what time you're... No, she says, did you find the tomatoes? Yeah, that sucker rolled off the counter under the table, and I didn't see it. I said, oh, well, it doesn't matter. It didn't need that tomato in that rice anyway. Yeah, I've got some dead plants that need to be broken off and put in compost, but it's too hot. I'm just not going to mess with it. I'm going to wait till later on this evening and put some compost tea to my plants. But it's too hot right now, and I don't want to water them in the middle of the day anyway. That'll just, the steam from the water will just cook the plants, and that'll kill them. I know some people water early in the morning. I found that here in this heat, it's better to water at night when the sun goes down. That way the plants have all night long when the temperature drops to drink up that moisture, to give them a lease on life, you know, for when the heat hits the next morning. Yeah, I had a hard time watering early in the morning. Plants didn't like it too good because about the time I got them watered, it heated up so hot there was just a hot steam coming from the ground that just destroyed the plants. Vicki, how are you doing today? I just ate lunch. I finished eating a big chicken breast before I started my live. I said I had to get something in my stomach because I didn't know how long my live would run. Bloomin' was laughing. I might have missed that because I was watching most of the concert. There was times that I might have been up doing something away from the screen that I didn't see it, but I was listening. But I did notice blooming was in there most of the time when I was seeing it, or when I was looking at the chat. Is Jody in here? Hello, Jody. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with April Flowers. She won the ring, but she's never sent me her address. And I've checked for it every day, and it's not come through Messenger or Gmail. So I don't know where she sent it to, if she did send it. It wasn't to me. Yeah, he looked good in red. Yeah, those red shirts with the black hat and the black pants look pretty good. Goffy too, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope you're staying cooler than I am. I was telling everybody it's already hit 100 degrees here, and it's only noon. We're almost 1 o'clock now. 12:46. It's going to hit about 105 today. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, thank you, Derek. I see Trisha just sent 2 photos, looks like. I had a pop-up notification on my phone, and I thought I turned my notifications off. Let me get in here and check. I thought sure I had my notifications turned off, but let me go into settings and see. Well, I got them turned off on this phone, but I guess not on the other one. I may have breakfast for my combination lunch and supper. I'm thinking of scrambled egg, sausage, cheese on a bun, some iced tea, and yeah, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Degrees here where I live in California, no air conditioning. Oh no. I mean, 102 is bad enough, but when you don't have AC, that's really terrible. Trisha, I got yours. You sent two flowers. Yeah, I got those. Okay. Make sure I save these images. So I'll keep checking and like I said, everybody will have plenty of time to get their pictures in. South Texas, 106 degrees. Yeah, it's going to be 104, 105 here today. And later on this week, it's going to be 107, 106. So it's not going to get below 104 for about 2 weeks now. And no rain in sight anywhere. Lily says South Texas 106. Marilyn says sometimes being my age, you don't feel up to cooking much. I'm 88, Grandma Sue in Central. Well, you know what? I cook more right now in this heat doing my videos than I ever did before. Because usually I'm the same way. In the heat, I fix something quick and easy. I don't want to spend a lot of time in the kitchen heating the kitchen up, cooking. I'd rather just get some, even if I scramble an egg, I'll eat a scrambled egg sandwich before I cook a full meal or either turn my oven on because it's just too hot. So I understand. Yeah, Marilyn, I completely understand. And a lot of times, just one person, you don't want to spend a lot of time cooking. That's why when I do cook a big meal, I freeze a lot of it. I make my own frozen dinners and I put it in my little freezer. That way, on these extreme hot days that I don't want to cook, I just want something of that out and I pop it in the microwave and there's dinner. Or that might be my lunch. Or when I fix breakfast burritos, I had about 10 breakfast burritos that I fixed. And that was breakfast for me for like, I don't know, probably 6 or 7 days, depending on if I ate 1 or 2 a day. Yeah, if you've got a plant growing in your house that you take care of, and that's all you have, just take a picture of that and send it to me. I mean, that's a plant that you're watering and you're taking care of, and evidently it's surviving. Lily says, I wish I could sell my house in the suburbs and move out to the country by a creek. Oh, I think a lot of people would love to do that. From the heat. The heat is dangerous. I know, Tricia. Like I was telling everybody, I've already got a call this morning from that safety system, and I've been getting calls every day. And I got one this morning. It was not only for excessive heat, for people to stay inside. We also got a fire warning because everything is so dry. You don't want to have a fire outside because one little spark will set off a fire that'll run for miles and miles. Because the grass in the yard is so dry, it's like a potato chip. It crunches when you walk across the yard. That's how dry it is. So they don't want people having fires outside. Because, I mean, as dry as it is, that fire would run like crazy. Oh, my God. You'd never catch up to it. Yeah, I think I caught April on one of the other chats yesterday or day before. And I did put in chat, April, you still haven't sent me your dress. So I don't know if she saw the chat or not. She didn't reply. Yeah, well, if you see her in chat and I don't happen to see her, if I'm not there, just remind her she needs to get me her mailing address. Yeah, all I have now is the small freezer to my refrigerator, and it's full. I used to have a really small deep freeze, but the motor in it messed up and it wouldn't keep things frozen. And I called the repair guy from Sears because they maintain my freezer and everything. And he said, well, it can be fixed and it needs Freon. The only thing is they forbid us to put Freon in anything anymore. So he said, I can't fix it. So I had to get rid of my freezer because I didn't know how to put Freon in and I didn't know where I could buy any at. I figured, well, if you can't, they made it illegal to put Freon in it and the service tech can't do it, then how is anybody else going to do it? Well, I gave my freezer away to some Mexicans, and I think they got Freon from somewhere, and they put Freon in it and fixed it. Having hot dogs for lunch today. That sounds good. I just ate a piece of chicken that I already had from yesterday. And I ate it cold, which seemed good. It cooled my stomach off. I love cold fried chicken. But you know, if you live in the suburbs, you should be able to sell your house for enough that you should be able to afford someplace out in the country by a creek somewhere. Because usually the further out in the country you get, the lower the property cost is. But I know it would go through a hassle trying to sell and move, and a lot of times if the house isn't there, you got to build a house or put some kind of a house in, whether it's a mobile home, a manufactured home, or do like Stephen's doing and build one. Well, is Slim Twiggy in the pancake business? I see Gladys is asking Slim if she has any pancakes, and Slim Twiggy said yes, about 10 boxes. Huh. Yeah, cold fried chicken is just as good as the hot fried chicken. Yeah, I found that if I put my crock pot on top of my stove, right under the exhaust fan, and the whole time that crock pot is turned on, I have that exhaust fan running so it'll pull that heat out before it has time to come into the house. Well, that sounds good, Tracy B. I live in a mobile home and it's not that big, but sometimes I wish I had an RV or something that was smaller that would let me be mobile so I could travel and see my kids and live other places for a little bit. But I don't know. I think people would get tired of it too. You know, like these nomads, how they travel around and they get free parking in different places and spend the whole year going from one spot to the other. They kind of follow the weather. Like in this 105-degree weather in Texas, they'd go somewhere where it's cooler. So they wouldn't have to worry about trying to stay cool. I don't know. I have not scheduled another giveaway yet, Gladys. I thought about doing one a month or something like that. Who knows? I may do a surprise live one day and just give away something. I'm not going to be always giving away jewelry, though. I mean, I have, and that ring is not a real expensive ring. It's a really good imitation ring, and I wore it quite often, and it looks real. It really does. But as bad as I need money, I'd not be giving away a solid gold ring on my channel. I could not afford it. But I don't think anybody would mind wearing it because it's a really good imitation ring, and it's got a really nice stone in it. So it looks fantastic. You can't tell it from a real one. No one would be able to tell that that's not a real diamond and it's not a real gold ring. And it's guaranteed it will not turn your finger green either. It's made out of really good materials. So I don't think anybody would mind owning it. And it's not cheap. I mean, even the imitation rings are not real cheap. But I can't afford to give away stuff like that every giveaway. So we'll see. And I need to come up with something to give away for the guys too, not always just jewelry or something that the ladies would like. Maybe fishing lures or something like that. I don't know. I know my last electric bill was $245, and I know it's going to be more this time. Because usually my highest bill will be like the next one, and it's probably going to hit $300 or over $300 for the month. And I just hope I get enough money coming in that I can pay that bill. Well, yeah, I can give away seeds. I've still got plenty of seeds I can give away. I mean, if I give something if I give something like seeds away, I could give away more than just one. You know, I wouldn't have to just do one giveaway. I could do several giveaways so more than one person would win something. Tracy B says seeds make sense to me. Well, I may give a surprise giveaway today then. Depends on how many I get in chat. I got 23 in chat right now. Get a few more in chat, maybe. We'll see. Get my live chat back up here. Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, I get a few guys coming in here. There's guys out there that like gardening, I found. And I felt bad for one gentleman that came in, and he does the human composting where he lives. And he was saying that one of his neighbors kind of frowned on it. But I told him, I said, just check in your area. If it's legal for him to do it, I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, I've never tried to do a human compost, you know, the human waste compost. I've just used plants and stuff like that, or bought compost like Black Cow, that type of thing. But there's a lot of people that do, even in the United States, and it's a good way to utilize that waste to make fertilizer to your garden, if you know how to do it correctly. I would have to check into it because I've never done it, so I would not know the correct way to do it. But no, I mean, his neighbors shouldn't look down on him or frown on him for doing a compost pile to better his garden. I mean, that's kind of crazy. It's probably because his neighbors don't really know how it's done or understand it. Cheaper shipping too, yeah. I don't feel it. I've just had people asking, you know, when is the next giveaway going to be? You know, I guess a lot of people just think it's fun. They live in other states, other countries even, that if they could get in a contest, even the simplest little thing, and be the winner, you know, it's kind of fun. I don't think little buddy might go along with that. He came in this morning meowing, and he rubbed and rubbed against my legs and meowed, and I knew he wanted breakfast, so I gave him a bowl of food. He ate it, and then he was ready to go. He ran out the back door and took off, roaming the neighborhood. Yeah, it's fun to get things in the mail, and it's even more fun to get something that you win in like a contest from another state, even much less like another country, you know, like Slim Twiggies in Canada. um, I've got some people from the UK, I've got them from Australia, I got them from Hawaii, a lot of different places. So it's kind of fun, you know, to just be the winner no matter how small the item is. Yeah, I like to make it fun, and I think doing giveaways is a fun thing to do. And like I said, no matter how small the prize is, it's just a fun thing to do. Gladys, Linda, just like a man, eat and go. Oh, who did that? Yeah, cheaper shipping too. Who was the man in here that came in, ate, and went and left already? I didn't know we had one that did that. Maybe he had to get back to work or something. And you know, I can't remember the name of the guy that was in my chat that I was going to make a moderator. I can't remember the name. But I made him a moderator and then I decided not to, and I've not seen him in chat since. So I don't know if he was for real or not. He may have just been one of those people that go by an assumed name because they don't want you to know who they are, just checking on your channel or in there to cause problems, or you know what I'm talking about. Might have been one of those people. Yeah, and I've even noticed I've got people that watch my videos from Vietnam, from Africa, a lot of different places. The Russian, yeah, I couldn't think of the name. I knew it was a country, but I couldn't remember what country it was. The Russian, I've not seen him back in chat since that day. So that made me wonder about him. Yeah, oh, that's okay. You're talking about little buddy, just like a man, he eats and runs. Yeah. He'll come in and he'll eat and he'll lay down and cool his belly off for a while. Then he's ready to go. He's ready to go check out the rest of the neighborhood and probably go see who gives him something else that he likes to eat. Yeah, I have enough mods now because I really don't get on lives a whole lot. I may do more of them in the future. I don't know. I just find it kind of hard to schedule a live and then be there every time if I had too many. Like scheduling it once a week or once a month is not so bad to commit to, put it that way. Yeah, I know, because some people might come in from other people's channels just to check you out and cause a problem. So you do have to be careful. Come into your chat and kind of try to get rid of the competition, so to speak. Yeah, that's true. Mods are good for being able to visit each other's channel. I just packaged some early dew melons. I don't know if you can see it. And I may throw in another pack of something else. What was the item, if anybody wants to participate, what was the item that I made in one of my last videos? And it was not food. It was an item to help in the garden. What was it? That is, if y'all are listening, water garbage can. Yes, Tracy, that's what it was. So I'm going to put your name down. I'm going to send you out a package or two of seeds. And hope it does you some good. Let me get your name written down. So don't forget to send me your mailing address, Tracy, and I'll get some seeds out to you. So you see, just because I didn't schedule a giveaway, we had a giveaway today. And I may do more of that in the future. You never know when you get into a chat whether I'm going to have a giveaway or not. You just moved to Oklahoma and will enjoy that as my first planting. Thank you so much. Well, you're very welcome, Tracy. I've got a lot of seeds, so I might throw in something else with those. And those are good melons. Those are the seeds that I had on my counter drying. So they're fresh seeds. And that's a good melon, too. So I don't think you'll be sorry you plant them. And see, you're not that far away from me, Tracy. Oklahoma is right on the Texas state line up here. Yeah, it was, and it smelled so good. Oh my God, they get so sweet. And growing up in farm country, I realized that when you can smell a cantaloupe, that's when it's ripe. That's when it's best to cut. Most people think they're got to be green and all that, but there's no taste to a green cantaloupe or a green melon. And because I went to a food stand with my daughter and her mother-in-law and my son-in-law one day, a couple of summers ago. And the minute you opened the car door, oh my God, you could smell the melons. The cantaloupe, they just smelled so sweet. And part of the outside of them were like a little yellow. And I said, oh my God, I know I'm going to get me some of these cantaloupe. And Barbara, that's her name, she said, well, they're rotten when they smell like that. I said, oh no, they're not. When you can smell a cantaloupe, and when you grab that cantaloupe and you feel the outside of it, if it's still firm, but yet you can smell it and it started to turn just a little bit yellow, maybe on one side or something, that's telling you that cantaloupe is ripe. That's ready to eat. I mean, it's not like the ones in the store that you buy that are green and have no taste. So I don't know if she ever bought one to try it or not, but she thought they were rotten when you could smell them. And we got back to my daughter's house. Of course, I bought the melons to bring home, so I didn't cut one of them. I mean, I bought two, and I probably should have went ahead and cut one of them just so she could have tasted it to see, but I didn't, and I kind of regret it ever since. But yeah, you got to be able to smell those melons to know they're ripe. Because the ones in the store, they pick too early, and they're green. And they're not good at all. I will not buy one in the store. Not unless they got a shipment and they have gotten ripe. Once in a long while, they'll get a shipment of cantaloupe in the store that they're actually ripe. And they don't last long. Yep, you're right, Slim Twicky. I've got my email address in all the descriptions on all my videos. Yeah, Mardell would be good, but Mardell is not in a lot of my videos. I mean, in my chats. I think I saw him briefly in one of my last ones that I had. But Mardell is not in the chats very much, so that's one reason I've not made him a mod. But maybe the next time she comes in, I'll ask her if she wants to be a mod for my channel. Yeah, I don't really need a bunch of mods. I've already got several, so I feel comfortable with that. And it seems like even though I do surprise lives, my mods show up. It's always good to have a few extra just in case some of the mods can't be in your live, when you do go live, especially if you do it at the spur of the moment. Because, like if you have 6, maybe 3 could be in there at one time when the other 3 can't. So, hi, Miriam Mullet. How are you doing today? You missed the seed giveaway. I did a seed giveaway about 10-15 minutes ago. Yes, ma'am, we're still live, living life loving. Still live. Miriam, well, maybe next time, Miriam. Because I was just telling people, I said, just because I don't notify people that I've scheduled a live giveaway, that doesn't mean if I have a spur of the moment live that I'm not going to give something away. And today it was seeds, so. Well, Tricia, thank you so much. I had just ordered little buddy a case of the canned cat food from PayPal sponsorship, so to speak, because he had ran out of the canned food, and I know what he had been eating was it was 32 cans in a case, so I reordered one just like that, and I paid for it with PayPal from some of the money that people have sent in to me. Farm wife says I would be a good mod, and then she says not. You guys crack me up. Oh, any little bit helps, Tricia. Doesn't matter how small or how large the amount is, every bit helps. It all adds up. Gladys says, do another giveaway. You mean now? Today? See what she says. See what she says. It hasn't come up yet if she's posted anything. Okay, guys, I've got 24 in chat. I've only got 19 thumbs up. I need some more thumbs up. Be great because I helped my pawpaw in the garden 30 years ago, and I'm so excited to receive seeds. Well, I'm glad you can use them, rather than maybe go to somebody that wouldn't grow them, wouldn't plant them at all. So I'm glad to hear that. Okay, let's see. I got to come up with another question. See what I got going on here. Okay, this is going to be a hard one. This was 5 days ago. And this was in my crock pot lasagna video. What color was the blouse I had on that day in that video? First one to answer it will win some seeds. Anna's mobile line. No, it wasn't white. It was the crock pot lasagna. I had on a blouse that day. What color was the blouse? Miriam says pink. Yeah, it was pink. I'm sorry, I didn't see your answer. You answered it before Slim Twiggy did, and I didn't see it. But it was pink. Actually, it's this shocking pink shirt I've got on right now. I had it on in that other video 5 days ago, and I didn't even realize it when I put it on today. So Miriam Mullet, I need your mailing address, and I will get you out some seeds. Trying to get your name written down. There. That's 2 people that won seeds today. Miriam and Tracy. Oh, I didn't know that Grandma Helen was not feeling well. I watched her video Friday, and I didn't know she was not feeling good. Anna's Mobile Home Life, love your channel. Well, I'm so glad that you're here, Anna. I'm glad that you like my videos. That's what it's all about, is putting content out there that people like and enjoy watching and like to get in chat and just cut up with everybody else. Farm wife, I thought you didn't have anything on. LOL. Oh my God. You're not going to see a video that I don't have clothes on. I don't think people would want to watch that. Nothing but an apron. Yeah, I know some guys might like that. And I know there's videos out there that some of these women are basically wearing nothing but an apron with a bib on the front, but not me. My chat looks like it stopped over here. She had the radio on. Did Grandma Helen say what the problem was? Was she catching a virus or something? I don't know about you ladies and men. Lily D, I didn't even see the super chat that just popped up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that tremendously. Yeah, when I went to the association meeting that I went to, not this time, but the last time we had, last month when we had the association meeting, one of the Mexican ladies, she said, does your friend little buddy still come by to see you? And I said, oh yeah, he comes by every day. He probably goes to see her too. But he's here every single day. Sometimes he skips. He may have enough food that he doesn't come by, or he's so far enough away that, he's doing something else. But usually every single day he shows up. Yeah, why would you want to leave YouTube, Anna's Mobile Home Life? Do you make videos on living in a mobile home, or? I don't think I've seen your videos. Well, hi, Maria from South Carolina. You just missed the second giveaway of seeds today. I did 2 surprise giveaways already. Yeah, I forgot about that. She did have some of those eggs blow up in that incubator, and she may have gotten some on her face and somehow got some of that germ in her mouth, and it could have given her salmonella. You never know. I mean, when you're around stuff like that, it's easy to catch viruses and diseases from your animals. A lot easier than some people think. I know I probably said it wrong, Slim Twiggy. I pronounce everything wrong. I guess that's the country bumpkin in me. Salmonella. But yeah, Anna's mobile home life. I do cooking and cleaning content. Well, I'm going to have to check yours out. I don't know that I've seen yours before. I may have and forgot, but I'm going to have to check your channel out. Oh no. 500 subs and you've been doing it for 2 years. Salmonella. Well, there's Bloomin'. Hey, Bloomin'. We were just asking about Grandma Helen. Everybody said that they thought she was sick. I saw her video live Friday. She seemed okay, but I don't know. She may have been coming down with something. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I uploaded content just about every day. I don't know. I'm going to check your channel out, see what I can see on there. I don't know if I'd be able to give you any pointers on getting more hits on your videos or not. I know there's a lot of times people will watch your videos and they don't subscribe to your channel. And I don't know why they do that unless they just kind of jump around from channel to channel and just watch different things and just don't subscribe to any of them. And then too, some people get the idea that you've got to pay something monthly or whatever to be a sub, and you don't. But you do have to have a YouTube account, and a lot of people don't want to have a YouTube account, and that might keep them from subscribing to your channel. But if you got Gmail, you automatically have an account with Google, so you don't even have to sign up for an account. You just subscribe to that channel. Yeah, that's true. That is so true, Bloomin'. But yeah, I'm going to go to your channel and check it out. Like I said, I know I've seen 1 or 2 different cleaning type videos on channels before, but I don't know if one of them was yours or not. I'll have to go back and check it out. And if I haven't subscribed to it already, I will subscribe to your channel. Let's see, maybe I can hit on the link and go to your channel. Yeah, since Slim Twiggy did post it. I just subscribed, so you got 2 more, me and Slim Twiggy both. Sometimes it's just content. If you got something in the name of your video or the thumbnail, a name in it that people want to view, when they do a search in the search bar, yours will come up right along with a lot of other ones. And I know sometimes I don't put the right headings on my videos to get a lot of attention, but I try. Tracy B, if Linda says you. Well, I don't care. I mean, you can today. I mean, I don't want to make it a habit of having every single person on there start sharing links, but I mean, I don't mind helping other people out. Tracy, what is yours? What is your channel? Do you have a channel? Yeah, I don't want it to be a habit of every time I have a live of nothing but links popping up. But if you have a link you want to share today, I don't mind. I just don't want to make it a habit of it every time. Because, I don't want people coming on and ended up being a mod just to share channels. Because I've already had that happen to me one time. Yeah, Anna's link is already here because I followed the link that Slim Twiggy posted, and I subscribed to her channel. So she's got a few more subs just from that link today. Yeah, I don't mind helping other people out. I mean, I think just about everybody that says subscribe to my channel, at one time or another, I have went to their channels and subbed to theirs as well. And I've watched, quite a few of their videos to help them out a little bit. Because if you're monetized, it helps to watch people's videos. That's how they make any money at all. Is on the people that watch the videos later. It don't cost anything to watch it, but they place ads on those videos. You get paid off the ads. Yeah, Bloomin' started her own channel too. And I posted one of her videos on Facebook hoping to help her get people that will view it and maybe subscribe to her channel. I didn't actually post her link. I just told them you can type in Bloomin' in the search bar and it should bring up her channel. Because her channel her videos are under her name, Bloomin'. Yeah, I don't mind you sharing your link, Bloomin'. But yeah, if you just type in her name, Bloomin', in YouTube search bar, her video should come up. She plays guitar. I'm not guitar, but she's sitting at her piano playing piano and singing. So that gets Anna some subscribers. That gets Bloomin' some subscribers. And there's Miriam. She just subscribed to Anna's video or channel. Tracy B just subbed to Bloomin's channel. Yeah, I don't mind helping other people out. I've got other people that have been helping me, so, I don't mind a bit. Jody, what is your channel? See, I've got people that come into my chats that have subscribed to my channel, and I don't know they even have a channel. So Jody, I don't know what channel you have. Oh, Monique is here. Well, hello, Monique. I didn't see her come in. Hi, Monique. How are you doing? You want to be a mod for my channel? Trisha. I know I'm subscribed to so many channels. Every day I've got a whole list of videos that I get notifications on that have just come up, and I can't watch all of them, but I do my best. Purple Angel is yours, Jody? Is that what I'm getting? Slim posted. Oh, okay. Was that the link that I just went? Oh, no. Here it is. She posted another one. Jody Jackson. I'm already subscribed to yours, Jody. And I didn't realize it. I probably subbed to it and then I forgot. But yeah, I'm already one of your subscribers. Monique needs to turn blue. Well, I haven't found her. Where is she at? I'm going to have to bring it up on my laptop to be able to do that. I can't do it on the... So let me get my live chat up on laptop. And then I'll be able to turn her blue. We're going to turn her blue. Well, I gotta find her. There she is. Okay, Monique, I just turned you blue. So the next time you post anything, you should be in blue. Woohoo, Trisha, honey. I've been missing stuff. See there? What goes on behind my back? Yeah, I'm already subbed to both. I subbed to... I think I subbed to Bloomin's right after she started it, and I've already subbed to Jody's. And I'm already subbed to the other one as well. So I'm subbed to all three. There you go, Monique, you're blue. I beat you to your black and blue, girl. A natural singer in blue. Yeah, I know. Monique is, usually in the Hodges chats. She's in Miss Helen's. Well, yeah, Bloomin', that's what I was just telling everybody. I said if I have 6 or 7 mods, I know that's a lot for no more than I get on, but at least having that many, if I do a surprise live like I did today, maybe 2 or 3 of them will be able to show up even if all of them can't. So that's the advantage of having actually too many mods, is you can always almost for sure think or know some of them are going to show up even if some can't. I know it's not. But you know, with 37 in chat right now, I don't need 30 mods, so I think we can pretty well keep up with the chat with just 37 people in. And see, I was doing a giveaway the other day, and I wanted to hit 50 before I gave anything away, and I think I hit like 44 or something like that. And I was pushed for time, or I would have waited till I got to 50, I guess. Gladys says, do another giveaway. Take it easy. I'm old. I don't know. If I do another one, it's going to be more seeds. I'm drinking iced coffee. It's cold. Yeah, I feel fortunate that I've got the mods that I do, because I think they're mods with a lot of other channels, so I feel comfortable with them. I know. I got to come up with another question, though. Let me look back on some videos and see what I can come up with. Now, this is a real easy one. And if you don't guess this one right, I don't know about you ladies or men. In one of my most recent videos, I had chicken for dinner. What did I cook with the chicken? What was on the plate with the chicken? Somebody ought to come up with that. Rich. Rice. Yeah, it was rice. What kind of rice? Bloomin' got it first. Yeah, it was yellow rice. So Bloomin' won. And I think I've already got Bloomin's address. So that's 3 people that won seeds today. And that yellow rice is real good too. Now everybody's guessing a yellow rice, but Bloomin' got it first. Bloomin' says, I don't want a gift. Well, if you don't want the seeds, then I need to pick somebody else to send them to. Let's see. I'm going to go to the first one. No, it wasn't dirty rice. I think I mentioned dirty rice in the video though, because I said that I fix other rice dishes and dirty rice was one that I mentioned, but it was yellow rice that I cooked in the video. And I think Jody Jackson was the second one that came up with yellow. She didn't say rice, but Texas Nana is the first one other than Monique that came up with yellow rice. So I don't know. It's hard. Maybe I just need to ask another question. If Bloomin' doesn't want the seeds, then I'll pick another winner to get them. Let's see. I got to come up with another question. Okay, in my video just a day or so ago on what's going on in the garden, what color was my blouse in that video? Can anybody tell me? No, it was not black. It was not blue. Y'all are guessing. Bloomin' red, green, purple, white, yellow. No, I'm not even going to look at yours, Bloomin', because you don't want the gift anyway. Oh, you can tell Bloomin' feels good today. Well, it was purple, but why are you guessing? Oh, this was Jody. She said purple. If it wasn't purple, I wouldn't notice. So she's the first one that did say purple other than Bloomin', where she guessed red, green, purple, white, yellow, and black. Because Jody said if it wasn't purple, I wouldn't notice. It was purple, Jody. So I guess you'll be getting seeds. Jody Jackson. Send me your mailing address so I can send you some seeds. Now, I didn't have on an orange one. I had on a purple shirt or purple blouse. Yeah, that was too funny. Yeah, you can tell Bloomin's feeling good. She's joking around in chat. Well, I'm glad you feel good enough to love being funny. So all of you that won seats today, don't forget to get me your not email address, but your mailing address. And like I said, my email is in the description of every email or every video that I posted. And it'll be in this one too if it's not already there after it's posted today. It might already be in there automatically. I don't know, but I will check. And if it's not, I'll put it in there. But you can go back and check my previous videos and my email address is posted. Yeah, but I wasn't in the sun, Gladys. I was I think I was outside, kind of under that arbor. But there was no mistaking, that blouse was purple. Trying to see how 94 minutes ago. I'm glad to see my internet is doing better. I haven't noticed that my video has been blurry or buffering. Have any of y'all noticed any of that going on this morning? Oh, wow. I didn't know you were doing that, Bloomin'. She's tracking everybody. Well, that sounds like a fun thing to do. Because I find it a lot of fun, and it's interesting too. Because I can go to my section on YouTube in my account, and it has the cities, and it also has the states or the countries where my viewers are watching from. And I find it amazing that I'm getting people from Russia, Germany, Australia, Vietnam, Africa, all the UK, everywhere, Canada. Uh, Slim is in Canada. Oh yeah, I don't remember the exact location, what town. I don't remember that, but I do know she's in Canada. Alberta, that's right, Sasquatch. Such quatch Sasquatch Wan or something. I can't pronounce it. Alberta's close enough. I remember she was in Alberta because we chatted one time, and she told me that she was fairly close to Alberta, where Steve Wallace does his videos from. Because I watch him quite often, and it was so sad about him losing his wife. I hated that, and he's not been the same since. I mean, there's times he gets on there and he does his videos every week, and they're fine, but and there's other times he'll do one and you can tell he's not quite there. And then there's other weeks that he skips. And then when he does post a video, he apologizes because he wasn't able to get one done that week. But we understand. I mean, when you lose a spouse like that you love dearly, I mean, it's got to affect your work and everything you do. Okay, Jody, I'll check after my live ends and see what addresses that show up already. Slim City is called Lloydminster. Lloydminster. I didn't slaughter that one as bad. Tracy Farm Wife says, I live in central Illinois. Monique says, Slim lives where I have relatives. Well, I have relatives. My oldest brother lives in Tucson, Arizona now, since he retired in New York and moved. I've got relatives still in New York or Brooklyn. I've got relatives in Mountain City, Tennessee. That's where one of my brothers lives with his wife now. And my other brothers still live around Atkinson, North Carolina. I've got nieces and nephews in South Carolina, Virginia, all over the place. Yep, and Gladys lives in Connecticut. Anna's mobile home life lives in northern New Jersey. And I've probably got a few relatives around New Jersey too. Because I had an aunt and uncle that used to live on Long Island, and I don't know if my cousin, their daughter, lives out there now or not since my aunt and uncle passed away. But she lives somewhere up in that area. Annette Berry, I see your chat. How are you doing today? Yeah, my oldest brother Billy went on that Ancestry.com. And then he also went to different ancestry records in different states and counties where we knew we had relatives at one time. And he did a whole background on my family and put it on Ancestry.com. And it's really surprising. And he traced it back to where records just disappeared. Evidently, they stopped keeping records. That's how far back he went. I don't know if Bloomin put her Gmail address on her channel or not. I never noticed. She doesn't even use a Gmail. She uses Messenger, I know, on Facebook. You go by Yahoo. Okay, she got a Yahoo address. Well, yeah, if she just wants to know where you live, what town or state, you can post it in the chat here and she can write it down and she'll know where to pin you. Jody's from Price, Utah. Well, welcome, Jody from Price, Utah. I have a niece that married a guy that his last name is Price. Oh, I was confused as usual. Yeah, Bloomin just wanted to know what state and city you lived in so she can pin you on her little record map or whatever it is that she's doing, so she knows what area of the country you're from. Miss Weaver, I didn't realize you were in Granbury, Texas. You're right here where I'm at. There was a sweet gentleman that I used to substitute teach with. And I know he's passed away now, I think, but that was the sweetest man. Are you any relation to the Mr. Weaver that did all the subbing in the Granbury schools? But I just didn't realize that you were right here in Granbury, right here where I live. And I've got some other viewers that subscribe to my channel that are from this area. I know. Mrs. Weaver is my neighbor. I don't know what part of Granbury she's in, but she's right here in the town I live in. No relation? Okay. Well, welcome, Mrs. Weaver. I know I've seen you in a lot of different chats, but I just didn't realize that you were from Granbury. You're liable to be one of my close next door neighbors right here, and I wouldn't know it. There's a lot of people that live around me and I don't know them. Okay, Slim Twiggy, have a great Saturday, great weekend. Stay cool, stay safe. Well, Mardell, you made it in here. And everybody's been telling me that I need Mardell as a moderator, so I hope you don't mind if I put you in as a moderator. That is, if I can find you here. I turned you blue, Mardell. I hope that was okay. But everybody's been telling me, oh, Mardell would be good. Mardell would be good. And I said, yeah, I had thought about that as well. But there you go. Well, you're blue. Yeah, I know, Trisha. I remember you telling me that you have people that live fairly close in Texas. But I never dreamed that Miss Weaver was right here in Granbury. Yeah, it's always interesting to find who your neighbors are or who lives in the same town you do. I am the one with mistake 8 pumpkin seeds for. Oh, okay. Now I know who you are. You're the Cynthia, right, Miss Weaver, that I get messages from occasionally? And you sent me pictures of your garden. Okay, when it was just Mrs. Weaver, I thought it was a different Weaver than the Cynthia. But yeah, I know who you are now. Yeah. And see, I didn't connect the Mrs. Weaver with Cynthia. I thought since you put it in as like it was two different names put in, I thought it was separate people. But that's nice to know. Now I know you're in chat when you're there. Oh no, Blooming's fixing to give people some spankings. Mardell, you're in trouble. Well, you have a great day, farm wife. Great weekend. Stay safe, stay cool. That's okay. I didn't plan to do this. And I've already been giving seeds away. I gave I had 3 questions, so I gave seeds away 3 times already. Bloomin says Mardell says, Bloomin, catch me if you can. You ladies. Well, that's got to be neat, farm wife. You've got a grandson that's on TV or is on the phone in San Francisco. Yeah, Mrs. Weaver lives real close to me. In fact, she's just on the other side of town, but this town is not that very big. I mean, the city limits isn't, so she's not that far away. Time for another giveaway. Oh my goodness. I got 37 in chat. That means I got to come up with another question. Okay. I did a video, and it's been about 3 weeks ago. I made something, if I can talk. I should have put my cough drops over here, I guess. Because this AC is running like crazy. It keeps the air stirred up in the house. Get me a cough drop in my mouth. That usually helps with my allergies. Might keep me from coughing so bad. Now I forgot my question. I gotta come up with another one. Let's see. Oh. About 3 weeks ago, I made something and showed how to make it in the video, and it included paper. What was it that I showed people to make that I used paper in? Paper Miss Weaver, you're right. Wow, you got that up there real fast. Okay, make sure you get me your mailing address, Miss Weaver, and I'll get seeds out to you right along with the other 4 people that have won seeds today. Just send them to my email. Got competition here with Mrs. Weaver. Yeah, quilt was close, but it was paper quilt squares is what I was making. Well, that's what I was showing people how to make. And Mrs. Weaver got it absolutely correct. She said paper quilt squares. And that's exactly what I made, was paper quilt squares. And I can't even talk. It looks like we lost all our gentlemen. Peter was in here earlier. I haven't seen him lately. But I think in the next live that I do have, if I do a giveaway, it's going to be something a man would like to have as well. You know, not just all women stuff. Of course, men would like seeds if they plant a garden, but we'll see. I don't know. Yeah, but it looks like Peter disappeared. He probably had something else to do. I give up. I'm chopping off my fat finger. Oh my God, Gladys, what are you doing there? I hope you didn't really cut your finger on anything. Yeah, that's right. If you've already won, you can't win again. You can't win twice in the same chat. But I've already done 4 giveaways, so that might be it for today. Well, good. I'm glad you're kidding. I'd hate to know that you actually cut your finger. I still got those cookies to bake, and I don't know when I'm going to do those chocolate chip cookies. It's just been too hot. But I do have chocolate chip cookies coming up that I'm going to be doing a video on, as Gladys's request. It's terrible when I have to cough and I'm trying to do a video. But I got to remember when I go outside, especially, to put that mask on. And I've been forgetting to do that. And I've been forgetting to put it on at night when I go to sleep. And that's one reason my eyes are in such bad shape when I wake up the next morning. Yeah, Mrs. Weaver. Bloomin' feels good today. She's cutting up and picking on everybody. Yeah, that mask really does work, Mardell. If I just would remember to put it on. And sometimes I'll wear it so much I don't want to wear it anymore, and I'll just go a day without it. And then I forget to start wearing it again. But I'll start coughing and sneezing and getting too bad off. That reminds me, you haven't been wearing the mask. And if we just get some rain to clean the air out, it would help tremendously. But when it gets so dry and dusty, the air is just full of pollen and dust and everything that I'm allergic to. Even if the wind's not blowing, the air is still full of it. Well, I'm not promising I'll be live to do the video on the chocolate chip cookies, but Gladys requested to cook some chocolate chip cookies, so I do have a video on that coming up pretty soon. I don't know if it'll be live or if I'll just record it. Linda, you know you're coughing. You forgot the other day I was upset when I saw you. Yeah, anybody that lives in Granbury, if you've got any slight bit of allergies, your allergies are really kicking your butt right now. Because with this humidity, not the dryness, the heat, it fills the air with everything you're allergic to. Sometimes I do, Mardell, I put nuts in my cookies. It just depends on if I have the nuts at the time or not. But I've already got the chocolate chips. I've got everything I need to make chocolate chip cookies. And when it gets hot and dry, your allergies are bad here in Granbury anyway. I mean, anybody, the first week they move to Granbury, end up sick with allergies. Because Granbury's basically a dust bowl. All that pollen and allergies and everything else, and even if the wind's blowing, it'll blow that dust around in a circle, and it just keeps it in Granbury. So anybody that comes here, if you have any slight allergies at all, you'll know it the first week you live in Granbury. You got to make them with artificial sweetener. Well, I don't know. The chocolate chips don't have artificial sweetener in them. And my recipe for the cookies don't either, so I'd have to go buy the artificial sweetener, and I'd have to find chocolate chips that do not have sugar. You're talking about brownies, Linda? Okay. See, I've never been around anyone with diabetes, so I've never had to worry about cooking stuff without sugar. I know. I can't catch all these chats. They fly by so fast. I don't see them. I catch about every 3 or 4 as they pop through. Because on this camera up here, they're up there for a few seconds and then they fade off, and then they'll come back later with new ones. Yeah. Yummy brownies, Jody says. I know. Yeah, Gladys wanted me to send Bloomin' some cookies too, but Bloomin' is a diabetic, so that's the reason I said I'd have to come up with no sugar sweetener, and I'd have to come up with no sugar chocolate chips. I don't know if they even make a chocolate chip that does not have sugar in it. I'd have to check and see. Well, I was using artificial sweetener in everything for several years, and I was still gaining weight like crazy. And I heard that the artificial sweetener like tricks your body into thinking it's getting sugar when it's not, and it actually helps your body store fat and everything. So I just switched back to using regular sugar. Yeah, you can change the sugar to artificial sugar on just about any recipe, but she says she doesn't like chocolate chips. Okay, well, that's down with the chocolate chip cookies for Bloomin'. I'll have to wait till I make a different kind of cookie to send Bloomin' any. Maybe peanut butter or oatmeal cookies or something that I can use an artificial sweetener in. Oh, you can? See, I've never looked for them, Tricia, so I didn't know if you could buy unsweetened or the no sugar unsweetened chocolate chips. So I guess the unsweetened chocolate chip is basically the same as no sugar. That's good to know. I think the ones I got were semi-sweet or something like that. Okay, I haven't tried that. Use half the amount of sugar when you're baking, and it works fine. I'll have to try that. Now, chocolate covered bacon, oh my God, that just sounds so good. Because I love bacon and I love chocolate, and have chocolate covered bacon. Ooh, that just that just sounds just awesome to me. I love coconut too. But I have to watch the amount of coconut that I eat because I am allergic to coconut oil. And if I get too much coconut oil in my system, I'll break out in hives. Because that happened to me one time already. I don't want to do that again, ever. It took me weeks to get rid of those hives. I know, doesn't it? Chocolate and bacon? Ooh. That just makes me shiver to think about it. It sounds so good. Yeah, custard pie with with coconut is real good. My mama used to make coconut custard pies all the time. She'd make lemon meringue pies, She'd make the coconut custard pies all the time, and they were so good. Oh my God. I wish I had one of them right now that my mom used to make. Shelly Edwards, you finally popped in. Well, welcome. My mom used to make the chocolate pies too. Chocolate custard pies, coconut custard pies, pecan pies, pumpkin pies, sweet potato pies. Yeah, one night I had not went to the mailbox, and I had been eating coconut oil for like 3 days. And I went out to the mailbox to check, and it was past dark, so I couldn't see. I just ran my hand in the mailbox, and all of a sudden I felt like something was stinging and popping on my arm, going up my arm, and I could just feel it move up down my body. I thought I got ants on me or something from the mailbox, and I was, trying to brush them off and all kind of stuff. I grabbed my mail and went to the house real fast. But when I got under the porch light, I looked and there was nothing on me. But I had these red bumps popped out everywhere. And that's what I felt. Just all of a sudden, when I moved my arm, the hives started popping out on my wrist, went up my arm, went up my shoulder, and went all over my body. By the next morning, I was completely covered in hives everywhere. And it took me, and this was on the weekend that it happened, and I called the pharmacy to talk to the pharmacist and told him what happened. And he said, have you been doing anything different, or have you consumed anything different than normal lately? And I said, yeah, coconut oil. And he said, that's it. He said, you're allergic to coconut oil. So he said, basically all you can do is take Benadryl. Just take Benadryl every single day until the hives are gone. It took me over a month for them to completely go away. And hives itch, they burn when you sit down, they're irritated when you sit on them. I was miserable for weeks. Didn't want to go anywhere. My neighbor saw me and she backed up. And I said, don't worry, it's hives, it's an allergic reaction, I'm not contagious. But she acted like I was contagious. I was miserable. They itch, they burn, oh. And I was out of Benadryl, so I had to go to the pharmacy or to Walmart and different places to get Benadryl. Do you know, every 2 or 3 places I went to closer to my house, they were completely out of Benadryl. Walmart was out of it. There was no Benadryl on the counter at all. So finally I went to another store, and I did finally find Benadryl. But when people would walk up to the counter where I was to get the Benadryl and they saw me, they'd back up because they didn't know what I was broke out with. And I told one lady, I said, don't worry, I'm not contagious. I've had an allergic reaction to coconut oil, and I'm trying to find some Benadryl. And I said, every place I've been, they're out of Benadryl. I said, what's going on? But I finally did find Benadryl. Yeah, shingles are bad. I mean, you do not want shingles. You do not want hives. They're awful. I guess I could have just went to the emergency room. They may have given me a shot that would have worked maybe faster than the Benadryl. I don't know. Or they may have told me to do the same thing. Okay, well, I think we've been on here long enough. We've been on for over 2 hours, looks like. And I know I enjoy chatting with you. I could chat with you the rest of the day, but I'm sure a lot of people have things to do. I don't want to keep you all day on a Saturday to keep you from running your errands or doing what you got to do on Saturday. So I'm going to go ahead and end the chat. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for the super chats. Each one that won a prize today, please send me your mailing address if you haven't already, and I will get these seeds out to you ASAP. Okay? So tell everybody to like, share, subscribe to my videos. Y'all have a blessed day, and I will see you on my next one. Bye now.